Hello, everybody. I'm Chicago psychic medium and intuitive consultant Mel Dorr. And I'd like to thank Linda Grindel for having me on her YouTube channel today. I just love being on Linda's YouTube channel. She and I laugh, we share our predictions, and we have a good time. Linda's a really sweetheart. She's a very nice human being. Her and I have become good friends. And she is one of the best psychics I've ever met. Actually, probably the best. So, and medium. So she knows her stuff. And I, for one, admire her for speaking up and doing the work she's doing. So keep up the good work, Linda. We were going to do a video this past Thursday, but my partner and I got word that his aunt, well, my aunt too, in Ohio, is in hospice, and she took a turn for the worse. So my husband and I packed up everything and drove to Ohio, and we were there Thursday. We just got back last night, which was Monday. So everybody, please send healing energy to our family in Ohio, and please send thoughts and prayers that our aunt passes into spirit without any pain or suffering or discomfort, that our passing is peaceful. That's our prayer at this point. So family in Ohio, my two cousins, well, actually, no, three, and their kids. We send you our very best, and we send you our love. Okay, so Linda Grindel and I will be doing another video together. I promised you a video on Thursday. Normally I do one on Friday evening, on Monday evening, but we were in Ohio. But Linda and I are gonna do another video between now and the election. So I'm really excited about that. You know, a lot of people ask me why I move around in my chair. Well, it's not a nervous habit, but my back also bothers me a lot. So I kind of move to stay in my comfort zone. Wow, can you believe it? Voters lined up in Texas for hours to vote. Voters lined up in Georgia for hours to vote. In Texas, I think was it Travis County, 97% voter registration. You know, one thing that this election has brought about is an end to voter apathy, and I think it's going to be an end of protest votes. I saw, what was it, Bolton or whatever the guy's name is that worked for Trump with the mustache. He said, you know, he liked Joe Biden, but he just couldn't go along with his politics. So he was just going to write in Ronald Reagan's name. And I thought to myself, you hypocrite. A write-in vote, unless it has Biden's name, is a vote for Donald Trump. So everybody, please, please, please vote. Wear your masks. You know, I intend to vote on election day. My partner used an absentee ballot, but I didn't get mine for some reason. But I told Linda Grindel today, if I had to run naked through an Ebola ward, I would go vote. And she asked me if I'd please take a picture of that. So maybe I will. If you see me get arrested, then you'll know. All right. So I want to touch on a few things today. The big issue is this Amy Coney Barrett, and there's some, I think, disagreement among us intuitives or psychics. I saw her getting pushed through. I see her on the court. Personally, I think she should recuse herself from anything to do with Affordable Care Act and even the abortion issue, because she's been so publicly slated against Obamacare. I mean, I'm sorry, against the American Care Act. And also, you know, she's pro-life. So I hope that she can keep her religion out. I think the Democrats did a really good thing by not bringing the religious stuff into it. I'm Catholic, not a very good one, but obviously. At any rate, you know, I think she'll be on the court. The thing I don't see is her lasting a long time on the court. And I don't know why, but I can see her getting the nomination, see it being ramrodded through as it's going through right now, see her on the court, but for some reason, I don't see her on the court for a long time. I don't know why. I keep asking my guides, and it's just not clear to me. But I just, I'm not looking at her on the court for a while. In fact, I told Linda Grindel today, I see like 2 vacancies on the court. I'm not counting the one with Kavanaugh when he's taken off the court, but I think 2 more vacancies. And I think that the Dems will add more justices on the court to keep it balanced. And let's see how the opposite side screams foul play. When the Democrats start doing to the Republicans what the Republicans have done to the Democrats with the double standards and all of this, the Republicans are going to be the first to scream foul play. Except I think a lot of Democrats have a bit more integrity than that. And people are mad. People are out voting good. And I agree with Linda Grindel. I think, we're going to have some anarchy. I don't think Trump is going to leave easily. He's going to try every underhanded trick he can to win this election. But people are onto it. They're really onto it. So I still see Biden winning. At some point, I see Kamala Harris as being the president of this country. And so we'll get through it. The thing that bothers me with this whole COVID thing is Trump had it. He did have it. That was not a hoax. And I think he was a lot sicker than what they made out to be. Then he decides that I'm Superman. COVID can't get me. And then he's going to start with his rallies again. Attending a rally like that in close quarters without a mask is kind of like attending a rally with pneumonic plague and everybody's coughing all over you. I mean, it can be deadly. These people, come on, Mr. Virus, you won't hurt me. Come on in. I'm a big boy. I can fight you off. Or you can't tell me I have to wear a mask. You can't tell me that. Ain't my constitutional right. I don't have to wear no mask. Can't tell me I got a social distance. How many of the people that said that when they were dying of COVID? How many saying it now will die of COVID? As I keep saying, ignorance is uninformed. There's no excuse for stupidity. So, and then Rudy Giuliani, oh my God, made the asinine remark that people don't die of COVID anymore. Mr. Giuliani, do you watch television? Do you see the dead? Every day there's a death count. Over 205,000 Americans, thousands and thousands of people infected every day, and people don't die from it anymore? What planet are you on? Oh, and for the record, my guides show me that Giuliani is going to be under indictment. Plus, I think Giuliani is going to get COVID. I don't wish him harm, but I do see some karma in that. And where's the magic cure they're talking about? Just for the record, folks, there's really no cure for a virus. Well, I take that back. I think AbbVie and Gilead Pharmaceuticals have a cure for hepatitis C, which is a virus. But there's no drug to the viral world what penicillin was to the bacterial world. A virus is just a protein with the hereditary material inside of it. So it attaches to the cell membrane, kind of like a key in a lock, and injects its hereditary material into the cell. So that hereditary material from the virus kind of commandeers the cell to make new viruses. And finally, the cell gets so full of viruses that it breaks open and those viruses infect other cells. And that's how viruses go. So there's really no drug. The only cure is for hepatitis C. There's no cure for other viruses. Don't confuse treatment with cure. They're two separate issues. And so there is no cure for this virus. Now, Linda G and some of my intuitive companions, psychic comrades, think that they're going to have, a virus out by the end of the year or early part of next year. But I think it's going to be spring. I could be wrong, but I think it's going to be quite a while. And as Kamala Harris said, if Trump tells me to take it, I'm not putting it in my arm. Ain't happening. I want something that's tried and true. In fact, I had a conversation with my doctor. I said, they come out with a vaccine, should I take it? And he goes, no, wait. So good advice, everybody. So, I do believe people should be vaccinated, but it's going to be a while. At any rate, when Giuliani said that, I wanted to scream. But Giuliani will face his Waterloo, as will Donald Trump. I see Rudy indicted, as I said, and investigated for giving U.S. secrets to Putin. Well, we shall see, right? Kavanaugh's going to be under investigation for lying to Congress. I see him off the court. Nunes. Oh, I made a mistake today and said he was a senator. He's not. He's in the House of Representatives. And I was corrected in saying that those elections are every 2 years. So thank you for the correction. And if I do say something wrong, please correct me. It will not hurt my feelings. My ego's not about that. I want to be as truthful as possible. Anyway, I see Nunes at some point under investigation for conspiracy to cover up the information that was withheld from the public and from the I think the committee investigating whatever he was the head of. He's going to be under indictment. So, goodbye, Nunes. I do think the Dems will take over the Senate. It'll be a very close race. They'll keep the House, I think. There will be a blue tsunami. Yay. I see more judges on the court. I see reform coming for the court. Anyway, when I hear about herd immunity, I want to scream. I know what it is, Well, Trump called it herd mentality. Kind of like what you can say for the people following him, huh? Anyway, herd immunity only typically works when you eradicate a pathogen, like with smallpox and polio. With the vaccinations, it was pretty much eradicated. Then after 3 or 4 generations, you don't vaccinate anymore because the idea is that the virus or the organism is no longer in the population. So with herd immunity, you first of all have to control the organism and try to get it eradicated. In other words, herd immunity ain't gonna work. So I don't know where he's getting it as his advice. Now, I think he's getting it from Cracker Jacks. Remember Cracker Jacks, and you reach and get a little prize? I think that's where he's getting it from. I mean, it's not a how-to book from Amazon, that's for sure. So Mr. Trump, herd immunity only works when you've got the organism creating the problem under control. Now, I hear people talking about delay the election, and they ask Amy Coney Barrett about it and whatever. Boy, how'd you like her slick ways around getting around those questions? She didn't answer anything. Anyway, delay the election. It ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. There's no time to take it to the court. It's just, the election will not be delayed. And it is against the law, by the way, Miss Amy Coney Barrett, to influence voters via intimidation or to keep them away from the polls. That's against the law. All right. What about the future of Roe v. Wade? They'll try to chisel away at it, but I'm not seeing it overturned. I think LGBTQ rights, there will be some fights about that. That'll be safe. I think, pre-existing conditions, if they bring those back, there's going to be such an outcry. They're going to be forced to do away with that again. So they can try to take away the ACA, the Affordable Care Act. Ultimately, they won't succeed because there'll be other legislation passed. And when that goes to the court, they'll uphold it. Anyway, Linda brought up the thing of dark money. Is there like dark money being fed to some of these justices? I'd like to think not, but I'm sure that there was one of them that was bought and paid for. I'm not saying Amy Coney Barrett. But a lot of that will be exposed as well. You know, as I keep saying, I'm seeing like for the Supreme Court that there's going to be reform. So it's not going to be a lifetime appointment. They might say it could be 16 or 18 years, but not for life. I'm really worried about the national debt when Trump is out of office because they were falsely inflating the stock market. So Biden is going to have his hands full. Whoever takes the presidency, their hands is going to be full trying to pull us out of this. What I do see is a reawakening of something akin to the Civilian Conservation Corps, which kind of during the Depression or afterwards, I think, was it Roosevelt or Truman? I think it was Roosevelt. He started it so people could work. And I think we'll see something like that here. And it would put people to work on our infrastructure, which is really starting to crumble. I mean, we need new roads, we need new bridges. We need to think about green energy. You know, all of that, green energy, joining the Paris Accords, we'll be back in that, fighting climate change, more efficient vehicles, tax breaks for people who have electric vehicles. I see all that coming. But I see something like a Civilian Conservation Corps where people can work on infrastructure and roads and bridges and all that stuff. I just wonder how they're going to pay for it. God knows, I don't think they'll be taking it from Social Security. I do think that they can sell bonds, yay. I do think that the tax codes will change so that, you know, the more money you have, the more taxes you pay. I think it should be that way instead of the other way around. What did Donald Trump pay, $720 or $780 in 1 year? Wrong. At any rate, it's going to take a while to get a lid on the debt. I do see the economy going more into a recession. I see unemployment rising. But under the next presidency, I do see more jobs created through things like working on infrastructure. So I do think we'll get more jobs. A reawakening of the environmental movement. Yay. So there's a lot going to be coming out. Let me see. Oh, people are asking about a stimulus. There's been a bill sitting on Mitch McConnell's desk for months. He refuses to do anything about it. Months. Well, it's the Democrats. No, it's not the Democrats. You know, what the Republicans are trying to do is sneak through legislation on that stimulus bill. And it ain't working, and it shouldn't. It should just be money for people who are suffering from the physical, emotional, mental ramifications of COVID. People have lost their jobs. They're losing their homes. It's, you know, it's hard to buy groceries. Hello. And yet Pence told us everything's okay, kind of, in his debate. I'm like, what was that about? Anyway, somebody asked about a raise in Social Security, and I said, yeah, maybe 1%. Not during this administration. It's not going to happen. But I do see Social Security around for a while, and Medicare. So good. Anyway, I wanted to get a video up, and I just wanted to recap some of the things I've talked about in this whole thing with Amy Coney Barrett, because that's in the news right now. But everybody, please don't let this divert you with the other things that are going on with Cheeto Head. You know, I do think they'll try to mess with the Electoral College. And maybe in Georgia they'll win. But Not across the boards. Absolutely not. So there's a lot coming out. I think at some point it's going to come out that Trump tried to get some red states to put electors in that were Trump friendly, so that no matter how the popular vote voted, that those electors would vote for Trump. That'll come out too. And it's going to come out that even Putin tried to interfere in this election. A lot of stuff coming forward. So I keep saying, buckle up your seatbelts. It's going to be a wild ride. Okay. Sorry for rambling, but I wanted to get everything in. I'll see you on Friday. Watch Linda G's channel. She does 2 shows, I think, on Sundays. One with Sterling. He's a wonderful psychic medium. And her. And then I think she does one on Thursdays usually. So be sure you watch her channel. Thank you for subscribing to mine. Tell everybody. I wish you well. Please, everybody, if you have to wear your mask and a biosuit, I don't care. Go vote. Everybody vote. Ballot, drop box, whatever you have in your state available to you, vote. That is your voice. That is us taking our power back. Yay. Senior power. All right. Stay safe and well. Until next time from Chicago. Bye. And what can I say? Love and light to all of you. Bye-bye now.